Erica, did you hear from my son about a trip next month? Hello, Mother. Yes, a family trip to Guam, right? I was wondering, were you planning to come too? Well, yeah, that's what I was planning. I'm sorry, but could you please not come, Erica? I'm afraid my son will get mad at me again for saying this. We're getting older, and I'm sure we won't have much time left to travel like this. That's why we really want to go as a family. I see. I'm so sorry, but you have to understand how we feel. We're not trying to exclude you or anything. Yes, I understand. Thank you, Erica. It's best to travel as a family. Me and my husband, my son, and also Lisa and Harry can come. They're my two beautiful grandchildren. They're still in elementary school. I'm a little worried about my husband taking them along. You have us. Why are you trying to say like that old people like us with weak legs and back can take care of kids? No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just that since I think you would like to enjoy the trip, maybe it would be better if the children were there with you. No, there's not so many chances to travel with our grandchildren. If you're so worried, I'll invite my daughter as well. How does that sound? Wait, you want your daughter to take care of the kids? She just had her second child the other day, didn't she? No, please, I don't want you to do that. I feel bad for your daughter. Then what do you want me to do? It's a family vacation. I don't want to invite anyone but my family. I think it's better if the kids stay home with me. I don't want to bother your daughter. How about you travel without the kids this time? I think you'll be able to relax without having them around. That's not true. Listen, Harry are good kids. I'm sure they'll be quiet. Harry often gets a fever when he's at a new place. If that happens, I'll let him sleep at the inn. Who's going to watch Harry? Lisa is already in grade 5, right? Can she at least take care of her little brother? That's a bit... Mother, would you please reconsider about it? I'm sure my husband will say he can't handle 2 kids. Why don't you talk him into it? This is the time to show your filial piety to us. Is there anything else you can do? Oh God, this is why outsiders are so hard to deal with. I'm sorry, but I've been shopping for you and giving you a ride back and forth to the hospital. I've been doing what I can. That's normal thing for a wife to do. Taking with you won't help. But please don't tell him that I asked you not to come on a trip. I understand. My son is nagging me to be nice to you. It's funny. I'm always kindly trying to reach you like this. Or maybe you're talking shit about me. No, I'm not! Then fine. But next time he nags me, I'll definitely have to reconsider my relationship with you. I'm going to once again ask you to know your place. Mother, your baggage you sent us has arrived. Thank you so much for all the delicious looking steak meat. We'll have them for dinner tonight. Oh, I didn't know it arrived already. Make sure you serve them to my son and grandkids. Oh, you know that none of these steaks are yours, right? Yes, I know. I won't eat it. Well, I doubt it. I've been sending my son all sorts of groceries, but I don't get to see what he actually eats, so you're eating them in secret, aren't you? I always serve them only to my husband and the kids. Really? My son's so sweet, he's probably given to you. When the kids can't finish it, I take those leftovers. See, I knew you'd eat it. You are always like that. You reply with good words, but you're just saying that for pose. Sorry, I'll be careful, but I think it would feel bad to waste it. Well, you're a stranger. Leftovers suit you. I don't mind as long as what you eat is leftovers. Well, Mother, respectfully, I've been married to my husband for over 10 years now, but I'm still not considered as your family. Of course, maybe I'm not trying hard enough, but I feel a little lonely to be treated as a stranger forever. Erika, that's how it is with a wife. but you gave birth to my grandchildren properly. That's why you're invited to all of our weddings and funerals, right? That's true, but in the first place, just because you guys got married, it doesn't make you blood related. Compared to your own parents, in roles are probably not that important to you, right? Nothing changed the fact that you're an outsider. I see. I understand. I'm sorry for being so cheeky. It's okay if you understand. You're a good wife. You don't have to think about anything else. Mother, my husband told me that father, your husband has been diagnosed with an illness. Thus he's going to need nursing care. I know, it's a bit overwhelming, isn't it? Last month we were enjoying our trip, and now suddenly we found out he's ill. I really don't know what to do. I know your father is the one who's going through the most right now, but I'm worried about you as well. Mother, are you okay? Is there anything I can do? Please let me know. There's nothing to panic about. It's okay. I don't need you to help me. I'm sure my husband has told you. I'll be visiting you this evening. I would like to ask about various things. Oh, you're coming too? Yes, I was going to, but you don't have to come. It's none of your business. But father needs extra care, right? I can help. We're the ones who decide what to do about that, right? Why should he come? It doesn't make any sense of you, a stranger, to be here. I see. I understand. Then I'll let my husband to go alone. Please do so. Only a true family can look out for their family. If you're here, we wouldn't be able to have proper conversation. And even if you had an opinion, it's our decision to make. Yes, man. This is why I really hate people who's not considerate. It's just too much work for me. Would you please not intrude our family conversation? I'm sorry. You think you can just apologize like that, don't you? Maybe you're glad he's sick. I don't think so. I don't know. You never know what people really think, especially when you're a stranger. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have overstepped the mark. Don't make me tell you the same story over and over again. You're not our family. You need to understand that. Yes. I wish you were the one who got sick, not my husband. You're a genius at irritating people. I treat you like a wife because I have to, but I always wish I had someone else. If I had known you were such a bad wife, I would have never let my boy marry you. Erica, we've decided on a policy for my husband's care. Okay. Your husband hasn't come home yet, has he? No. I just got a call that a meeting was over. Well, let me tell you something. Erica, we'll take care of my husband every day from now on. I'll take care of the housework. What? You think it's hard to come over to work every day, right? Then don't worry. It's not easy for me to take care of my husband by myself, so you're gonna move in with us. We'll help each other as a family. Excuse me, Mother. We already live together as a family. What do you mean we live together? Well, I live with my parents. We built a house for that. It's impossible for us to move out and live with you. What are you talking about? You're already living together with your parents. I don't understand. I'm just telling you this since my husband gave me permission to tell you. Since the other day, we've been living with my parents, so we can't live with you and your husband. That means I won't be taking care of your husband. What are you... Erica, that's too harsh for a joke. I'm not joking. You really live with your parents? You even built a house for that, you said? Yes? Why didn't you tell us such an important thing? How much of a fool do you think we are? My husband is sick and needs care. You are the one who has been making fun of me, right? We've been married for over 10 years and you always treated me like a stranger. And now you want me to cooperate with you because we are family? You're out of your mind. I am your husband's mom. It's natural that a wife who has married a man should listen to his mom. It's up to those parents whether the wife listens or not. I don't know anything to anyone who didn't do anything for me. Besides, I've been trying to reach out to you, mother, but it's you who have refused. Then what are you going to do? Who will take care of my husband? My husband and I suggested that he should move into a facility, right? Since taking care of him alone will be a burden on you, I think it's better to leave it to the professionals. You are the one who should keep giving. I don't want to. I've been treated like a stranger all my life. Why should I have to take care of him? My husband said I don't have to be a caregiver. He didn't object to me about moving in. My husband just told me that. He said he was dismayed when you said we're going to move in with you. He said they wouldn't listen to me when I tried to argue with them, so I left. So that means he didn't agree to move in with you. Oh no. So I have no choice but to put my husband in a situation. If you can take care of him by yourself, he can stay home. I don't think you can if you've always been so dependent on me. If you care about your husband, I think you should put him in a facility. But he wants to stay home. I had a high post for you, you know. He said if Erica took care of him, things could be the same as before. He was with you and treated me like a stranger. And he expects me to take care of him. You and your husband are both out of your minds. Hey, Erica, I'm giving up on living with you. You've been built a house. I don't know what your parents will say if I force you to come over and live with us. I see, but you can commute, right? Huh? Mother, how many times do I have to tell the same thing? I won't live with you, and I won't take care of you guys. I'll behave badly towards you, I admit that. But still, we were family one week. You were involved. You think treating me like a stranger was involved. All you care about was your son and your grandchildren. How present can you really be? You try not to see what you're doing, and now you're trying to get me to help you? That's just too convenient. I'm sorry, Erica. Please, I want to take care of my husband at home. So please help me. I apologize for everything I've done. No need to apologize. I've understood how you feel about me in the past 10 years. A wife is a stranger to you, no matter how many years have passed. So I will continue to treat you as strangers. I will never care for you, so please give it up. It's none of my business as a stranger what happens to an old man I don't know. Mother-in-laws took the liberty of accusing me of living with my parents after that. My husband blackmailed them and declared that if they persisted any longer, he would never have anything to do with them again. My husband is supposed to help them with the necessary procedure of their care, but I'm not going to have anything to do with that matter. They may have been good parents to my children, but our children have weird feeling toward my parents-in-law who treated me differently. If the kids want to see them, I'll ask my husband to let them see them. But there's no sign of that, so I'm sure they will have very little to do with me from now on. Mother-in-law gave up caring for my father-in-law at home and decided to put him in a facility. But this time, there was another argument between my father-in-law, who didn't want to go to a facility, and my mother-in-law, who wanted to go there. In the end, my mother-in-law lost her temper and said she couldn't take care of him anymore. So my father-in-law was placed in the facility. My mother-in-law only went to the facility minimally, and they were still very angry with each other. I don't know what will happen to their relationship in the future, but I don't care because it's none of my business. I hope one day they will reflect on their actions. At their age, it will be difficult to change their personalities. I hope they will never appear in front of me again. Meanwhile, my family and my parents are living together. Not much has changed in our daily lives. We have separate entrances, so there is no interference between us, and my husband seems to be living without stress. The children seem to enjoy coming and going between the houses. It was my husband's suggestion that we live together, but it was only because he was always thinking about me. Since my husband was so kind, I was able to do my best even though my in-laws were always badgering me. I wish I could have been on good terms with my in-laws. But I have learned that there are efforts in this world that I don't have to make. From now on, I will continue to enjoy my life with my family, whom I love very much.
Linda joined a group chat for mothers with children, the same age as her daughter when her daughter started to go to school. She rarely said anything on the group chat, but one day, she got a direct message from Nancy, the mother of her daughter's best friend. Who knew that this one message would change her fate?
I want to go eat some expensive sushi. Don't you think so too, Linda?
What? Why are you asking me all of a sudden?
I just felt like it. It's not like there's anything special going on.
But for you to come out of the blue like that, doesn't that mean there's something wrong?
Ugh, fine. I'll tell you. Actually, I just heard that your father owns a fancy sushi restaurant. Wow, that's amazing. A high-end sushi restaurant. It's not that easy to run a sushi restaurant, is it?
Oh, so you heard. I mean, it wasn't like I was hiding it. But yes, my father has been running a sushi restaurant for a while. My father is the chef and he has a couple of other employees. I guess you could say it was my father's touch.
So, if he has a good number of employees and is able to run a business, he must be pretty wealthy, right?
Well, I don't know about that. I would have to ask my father.
Don't bother asking him. Anyway, I want to try the fatty tuna. I wonder what fatty tuna tastes like at a fancy sushi restaurant. I bet it's full of delicious fat and flavor. I want to try it. Let me try it.
Oh, so do you want to make a reservation? I'll let my father know then.
Oh, well, about that reservation, don't treat it like I'm just a normal customer.
Huh? What do you mean?
What? Were you really going to put me down as just a regular customer? Come on. What are you thinking? Aren't we mom friends? It should be obvious to let me dine there with a mom friend discount.
What? What's a mom friend discount? I don't understand.
You should at least know what I'm saying. To put it simply, give me a discount. Let's see. I don't have much money. So, can you let me eat there for free?
Free? Of course not. Are you stupid?
Stupid? How dare you say such a thing? I'm telling you, I have no money. Think about my family circumstances for once.
If you don't have money, the smart choice is not to eat here. You have to save up money and budget your spendings.
What are you saying? I'm saying I want to eat now. I'm a mom friend, so you have to make a special reservation for me. And then, you're not going to charge me anything. I need you to make that kind of arrangement for me.
But it's not like I work at the restaurant, so I don't have that kind of authority. And letting you eat for free just because you're a mom friend? I don't think my father will allow that.
Do your best to make it happen. Use your head for once.
It doesn't matter if I try my hardest. My father is strict. Even if I said it as a joke, he would get angry.
Then beg, or do whatever you have to do to get me accommodated. Or, I don't mind eating on your dime either.
Excuse me? Why do I need to do that? I refuse.
I see. I was going to go out of my way to eat there and say, "This sushi is delicious," and try to spread the word. You're treating me so poorly. Well, if you're going to be like that, I have my own ideas.
What do you mean, ideas? I won't forgive you if you do anything weird.
Oh, I'm not going to do anything weird. But you'll regret how you treated me. So be prepared.
Regret, huh? Fine. You should be prepared to regret it if you try to do anything weird to my father's restaurant.
Wow, so scary. I can't believe you're threatening me. Don't worry, I won't do anything weird. Just think that I'll be doing something interesting.
A few days later,
Cancel my order for 70 people. Sorry for canceling 2 minutes before delivery. I don't plan to pay a single cent. As a high-end sushi restaurant, won't it be a huge loss?
the restaurant isn't open today.
What?
What are you doing? Besides, you didn't order anything from here.
Wait a minute. What are you saying? I definitely put in an order. I put in an order for 70 people's worth of food. And the person on the line was surprised, but they agreed to the order.
We're a high-end restaurant that's really small with only counter seats. We would never be able to accommodate for that much food. So we would have turned down that reservation. So, you definitely made a reservation at a different store.
That can't be. Then where did I make my reservation?
You should remember the name of the store you made your reservation at. How would I know?
I'll check it right now. It's a place called Ska Sushi. Isn't that your father's restaurant?
Ska Sushi, you say? So you put in your order there, huh? My father's restaurant is called Ska Geki Sushi. It's your fault you didn't confirm the name.
What did you say? It's your fault that the name of the restaurant is complicated, and you make it sound like it's my fault. That's unreasonable.
It's not unreasonable at all. You were going to place an order for 70 people, which makes no sense for my father's restaurant.
Yeah. Because you told me you wouldn't let me eat for free. Of course, I needed to make things difficult for you.
So, if I don't give you free food, then you'll harass us? I don't understand that logic. At any rate, all I can tell you is that this is what you deserve.
Excuse me? Why do you have to say that? I just got a call from Ska Sushi. They said that I can suddenly cancel my order since it's such a large order. They told me I have to pay a cancellation fee. What am I supposed to do?
How would I know? You made the order, so you're responsible for paying for the cancellation fee.
No way. I don't have that kind of money. I was initially going to cancel on your father's restaurant. And now, I have to go through all this.
I really don't understand what you're saying. As for my dad's restaurant, if you cancel on the day of the event, there will of course be a 100% cancellation fee.
What? But It's your father's restaurant. I would have made you pay for the cancellation fee.
Huh? That's what you were thinking? I would never allow that happen. Of course, they would make you pay.
I don't want to do that. I mean, first of all, I have to deal with a bill from Ska Sushi. They want us to pay them about $10,000 for 70 people for $150 worth of food.
Well, all I can say is, you had no choice since you made the order.
But it's $10,000. There's no way a one person could pay that.
Well, I don't care what you say. You booked it. You have to take care of it.
No, do something. You pay the $10,000.
Why would I do that?
Don't ask me why. None of this would have happened if you just let me eat for free. So that means I'm getting charged $10,000 because of you. So, I'll be billing you $10,000. Got it?
Even if you say that, you're the one who made the reservation. You're the one getting the bill, so there's nothing I can do.
So then, I'll send the bill to you. And then you can pay for it.
Do you think I'll even pay for that? Are you stupid? I'm sorry, but I have no intention of paying. So give up and pay for your own order.
I don't want to. This is unreasonable. Stop talking to me about money, or else I will harass your father's store.
What? Harassment? What are you going to do?
I'm going to write a bunch of slanderous reviews about your father's shop. And I'm sure that I'll drive the customers away. And you'll have no choice but to go out of business. If you don't like it, pay me $10,000 instead. Is that clear?
Well, even if you try that, the people who come to my father's store are all regulars now. They don't care about other people's reviews. They remember the taste of my father's sushi. They don't rely on word of mouth.
What? Well, then, I'm going to have to use force. I'm going to set your father's store on fire. If you don't like it, you're gonna have to pay me $10,000. Okay?
Wait, you're not serious, are you? Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna have to do everything in my power to protect my father's store. If you're really going to do something like that, first of all, calling me and telling me you're going to set the place on fire is a criminal threat. So, I guess you'd be charged with criminal intimidation. So, if I talk to the police, you could be arrested.
What? But I haven't done anything yet. Is saying it in writing considered a crime?
Of course it is. By doing so, you have offended people and made them feel unsafe. I mean, setting fire to someone's restaurant just because they didn't give you a free meal? This is insane. And you're crazy.
Hey, you can't call someone crazy. That's rude. Correct yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying what I thought. But it's true. You're crazy. When you tell a person that you're going to commit a crime.
What are you saying? It was just a joke, of course. Are you that stupid that you couldn't tell I was joking? You're so boring.
I'm sorry, but I don't want people saying they're going to burn down my father's restaurant, even if it was a joke. It's not even a laughable joke. It just makes me uncomfortable. There are some things that you can't make jokes about.
What? You're being so annoying. Anyways, what am I supposed to do about the $10,000? I can't pay for it.
That's exactly what I don't care about. It's a cancellation fee for a reservation you made. You have to pay for it.
Wait a minute. I said I won't pay. Cut it out.
Oh, really? Well then, there's only one other thing you can do. So why don't you just go ahead and do it?
Another way? What's that? Tell me.
You could ask your husband to pay for it.
Oh, come on. Why do you have to do that? No, absolutely not. My husband would never agree to pay.
I mean, you're not in a position to say that. Even if you say you can't pay. The restaurant has to collect the cancellation fee somehow. And if you can't pay, they will have no choice but to charge your relatives.
But that doesn't mean they're suddenly going to charge my husband. That's unreasonable. I will never make my husband pay. I won't let him pay.
I don't think Scott Sushi will listen to any of your selfishness. You should go and talk to your husband about it. I have to pay $10,000 in cancellation fees because of something I did. Can you pay it for me? Just say that.
If I say that, he's definitely going to be angry at me.
I don't think you have any choice but for him to be angry. I think you should just give up. Be prepared for it, and let your husband be mad at you.
Stop messing around. Why should I be told that by you? I never want him to get mad at me. You're the reason I'm in this mess. You're either going to take responsibility and tell my husband, or you will pay the $10,000 directly to me.
I can't believe you. Do you really think you did nothing wrong at all? This is why you ended up in this situation. You let this happen, you know? And yet, you keep saying that everyone around you is to blame. You never say that it is your fault. Do you really think that you can make this situation go away?
You've got to be kidding me.
Saying that isn't going to change anything.
Why should I have to go through this? I'm not that kind of person who should be put through this.
You perceive yourself as if you're an exalted being. That is another characteristic of a bad person. Because of that, you can't possibly believe that you have done anything wrong. Or you think that even if you do something wrong, you must be forgiven. Unfortunately, there is no way to save yourself if you think like that. Give up and realize that you have done something wrong. First and foremost, contact your husband. Tell him that you have incurred a $10,000 cancellation fee.
I said no. That's enough. I won't admit that I'm wrong about anything. It's not my fault. It's all your fault. You're the reason I'm in this mess. Do something. You have to help me.
Yeah, whatever. You keep shifting the blame and you're always blaming others. I'm horrified that someone like you was a mom friend. Well, I'm not going to get involved anymore anyway.
What? What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. I'm not going to have anything more to do with you. I've contacted the other moms and we've decided to kick you out of the group. Well, you got what you deserved.
What? Wait, why do you have to say that? I don't want to be kicked out of the mom group. Why is this happening to me?
You know why. If you have to think about why, then you're beyond help. Oh, and by the way, since you didn't seem to be calling anytime soon, I told your husband about the cancellation fee. He was extremely surprised.
Why would you do that? Don't do that on your own, you idiot.
I mean, it's your fault that you didn't contact your husband. I hope he'll be very angry with you.
Wait, why should I? I just wanted to eat sushi from your father's restaurant.
So why didn't you just pay for it on your own? Don't get mad at me like that.
Wait, please, forgive me. It's absolutely wrong that I should suffer like this. It's wrong.
Nancy kept saying that it was wrong and whatnot until the very end. In the end, she was scolded by her husband. Her husband paid for the $10,000 bill, and Nancy said she had to work part-time to repay her husband. Nancy, who had never had a job before, found the part-time work very hard. It seems to be a good reminder of her. I felt bad for causing all this trouble for my father. So my family and I are planning to go to my father's sushi restaurant for the first time in a long while. How was it? Just because we are mom friends doesn't mean that we are allowed to ask anything of each other, right? And moreover, it is difficult to have a conversation with people who cannot admit their own faults. Most of these types of people are unaware of it. Are you unknowingly causing trouble for your friends? They need to learn their lesson from this experience.